My name's Ashley Newell, and I'm one of the co-founders of Food Flow. So 2 weeks before lockdown, our co-founder Iming Lin, who's a specialty veg farmer, all of a sudden her restaurant clients were closed due to the social distancing concerns, and she recognized that a lot of other small-scale farmers would be in the same position. And at the same time, schools had just closed as well. And as we know, many people rely on the meals that are provided in schools and in aftercare centers. And she had the idea of trying to connect the two and redirect the food that's still growing, still being harvested, and getting it into local communities that need it right now. So I think, as many have pointed out, that this crisis has really just highlighted the gaps in our current food system. And it really is an opportunity to try to make real change. There's been so much work being done in the space, but because we've been forced to make a rapid pivot, trying to figure out what the longer term future could look like of our local food systems. So with us specifically, with Food Flow, we realize that a lot of small scale farmers do have a passion for getting their food into their local community, but the market just doesn't enable that currently. So in order for them to be a sustainable business, they have to sell their produce to the highest paying customer, which often means it's no longer viable for their own neighbors to purchase. So it's going into the high-end restaurant market, high-end suburban consumer. And that's our real challenge, is if, as Food Flow, we want to enable small-scale food producers to feed their local communities. We've been able to do that currently through donor funding, and our challenge now is to figure out how to do that in a way that still enables a viable and transparent, economically successful opportunity for the producers. So as lockdown has gradually loosened, with every kind of loosening, we've seen a decrease in donor support. And so with that in mind, we've been starting the process of figuring out a more sustainable model. But we do see a real opportunity to tap into the existing informal economy, so the informal vendors that are already present throughout the local communities, that are already offering fresh and nutritious foods, but enabling small-scale food producers to be a part of that system and to be a part of that value chain. Then we might be able to create kind of a new model for community-supported agriculture or community-supported fishery, where an urban community operating at scale can make these small-scale producers' business models make sense.